Hi, welcome to Steve Tracks Wrestling right here on youtube.com. Make sure to like the video, please subscribe to the channel, leave your comments in the comment section. Going to be doing a little video now based on Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family. It's good to see that Bray Wyatt has been built pretty strongly this calendar year so far. So many times Bray Wyatt has been involved with some big feuds in WWE, and it seems that he always seems to come out on the losing end of it, which I think a lot of people seem to start to give up on the Wyatt family. There was actually the end of last year that the Wyatt family were involved in the 4 factions 16-man tag match on Raw, and with the first team eliminated, which I thought made them look very weak at the time. It seems though they look a lot more stronger on the show right now, especially on Raw and SmackDown each and every week. They kind of have an unstoppable feel at the moment. But mainly this video is inspired really because of a lot of the recent rumours with Braun Strowman. The rumour has it that Braun Strowman is to win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and this will lead him going on to bigger and better things this year, including potentially a match against Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam and a WWE title feud and program with Roman Reigns. Now, I have a bit of a problem with this because of the fact that Braun Strowman is too soon for him, he's too green, and we've not really seen the best from him. He's not really been there a long time. Of course, there is the flip side that certain superstars, whether they've been there a long time or not, we would kind of cheer along if they were given the opportunity, but you can clearly see Braun Strowman is not ready. Of course, at the same time as well, what does this mean for Bray Wyatt? The guy has been in WWE now for a long time. It's going to be 3 years in the summer, and he hasn't had himself a fair go with the WWE title or even really a fair contendership. He seems to always be that guy that seems to be almost the Undertaker role in the mid-90s. I mean, the Undertaker came into WWE in 1990 and 1 year later won the WWE title for a few days at Survivor Series, and then lost it at, I think it was Tuesday in Texas, I believe the pay-per-view was called, about 2 or 3 days later. Then The Undertaker was not WWE champion until 1997, so he was always in that role that normally was like a special attraction role. And I feel that Bray Wyatt kind of has a similar thing currently in WWE program, which I don't necessarily have a problem with, but until now, I kind of feel that with the need of new stars, it's kind of his time. I feel now this is the time we need to start seeing Bray Wyatt being pushed, and could be the guy that could be at the top of the card. I think he would make a good champion. I think that he would be good for the product in general because he's got the stable behind him of the Wyatt family. With someone like Braun Strowman as the bodyguard, I think would be a great role. It's good that he's not exposed too much, especially when they can put him in some singles matches and start to build him up a little bit and start to perhaps give him a little bit more experience in the ring. In the meantime, it could be Bray who could be allowed to shine because the guy is fantastic in the promo section. He can make any story come to light very, very quickly when you watch him on the mic. He's probably the best on the mic in WWE, along with Paul Heyman. He can put some good matches together as well. And although we've seen him against a lot of the faces in WWE, I think it still would be quite fresh with him if he was in the title picture. You would kind of be kind of willing to go along with it. Even another feud with Roman Reigns, I think, would work really well with the title involved. It would be quite nice if maybe if Roman does win the title, that Bray would be his first guy that would go for the belt, and they could battle over the belt for maybe 2 or 3 months. It would maybe Bray finally come out on top at the end of it, because anyone but you, Roman, can still work quite well as a feud. Even though the feud went on quite long last year, I still think there's much more they could have done with it. They kind of lost momentum with it after the first few weeks, and it kind of just was just matches for matches' sakes towards the end, up until Hell in a Cell, and when Braun Strowman originally came in. I think it would be good for Bray just to be at the top. There's also this thing with they like their champions to be like community champions, people that can be the face of the company and they're almost a role model. And I see a tweet made the other day, and it was actually bought on the dirt sheets, which was quite nice to see that a guy actually said that he was inspired by the Wyatt family. He was a bit sort of depressed and stuff like that, and was kind of had like sort of, should we say, negative thoughts towards life. But actually when he saw Bray Wyatt, he saw something that was a bit different on TV and actually connected with that character. And every time he had to go and do sort of meetings and stuff like that with doctors or whatever like that, it kind of made him feel better and made him feel better about himself. So I mean, there is a market out there that actually Bray could be that role model too. It's just unfortunately he's gone. It's giving Bray the chance, and I think the first real step that you could do to make him have that chance is his match that he's scheduled with at WrestleMania is against Brock Lesnar. I think it's Bray's time to win. Bray has lost every WrestleMania up to now. I think it's time for Bray Wyatt to get a clean win at WrestleMania, beat the Beast, and then take himself on further from there. Of course, Randy Orton will perhaps be due a feud as well with Bray Wyatt when Orton returns, as is expected. Orton was kind of meant to be taken out by the Wyatts in the storyline, so you would expect that would be a natural feud upon return. Potentially, this could also be involved with another first title feud after Roman Reigns for Bray Wyatt if they manage to make that work. But unfortunately, if Bray Wyatt is not given all this that I would say, then it kind of makes you think if Bray's time is ever really going to come. I mean, if you look at the Wyatt family in general in WWE, only Luke Harper has actually held gold, which was the Intercontinental title, and I believe it was only for about 3, 4 or 5 weeks. No longer. It was more of a transitional champion than a long-term champion. You look at Harper and Rowan have never been tag team champions. Bray has never been Intercontinental or US champion. He's always been in between the mid to main event card. He's been the higher upper card, but never been at the top. And I think if he doesn't get a shot at the top now, it might start to be too late. We might start losing faith in him like we've lost faith with so many others, like Dolph Ziggler, for example, along the way over the last few years in WWE programming. What's your views on it? Please leave your comments in the comments section. And should Bray Wyatt be given a chance as WWE World Heavyweight Champion, especially ahead of Braun Strowman? Subscribe.